Hello again, it's Noob, and in front of you I've got something I'm really excited to show you. So this is actually my first multi-pick Pickset review. I haven't actually reviewed one of these Picksets before. I've wanted to for quite some time and just never have got round to it. I've played around with multi-pick picks before, and I have to say I've been very impressed, but I've never been able to spend some quality time with them. And I can do that with you now, actually. So this is the Multipick Elite 11. And I guess you could infer that there are more Multipick Elite sets that are bigger, and yes, you'd be right. But this is a nice entry-level set, which I thought would be a great place to start in terms of multi-pick reviews. So I'll just lay out the picks there. All come in this nice case, and actually it's worth just mentioning about the case because it's just really, really, really nice. Nice leather case, double stitch where it needs to be. But it's smooth and it just looks like somebody cared about this case and wanting to make it look nice. Yeah, really nice, very smooth, very stylish sort of case, actually, I have to say. It's not made of rough, horrible leather. It's finished just lovely. And, of course, it's embossed with multi-pick there. So this is the entry-level set, and I guess it's specifically designed to be a sort of a beginner all-rounder set, maybe even for a professional, because it's got a key extractor as well as the other picks. When you look at this set, the first thing that strikes you, or at least it strikes me, is the design on the picks themselves. So let's just grab this one, and this one, by the way, is the one I've been picking with all week. It's medium to short hook, and you see that the steel is as straight as an arrow. That steel apparently is German steel, hardened and tempered spring steel alloy, which is rust resistant, and Multipick are so proud of this alloy and its robustness that they give it a 30-year warranty. Go check out the website. So I mean that's pretty bold, isn't it, to give it that length of a guarantee. But having picked with these for a week, I have to say they hold up very well. They have a very small spring to them, but that isn't surprising considering how slim they are, and these are a good 23 thousandths of an inch thick, which is, I think, perfect for those paracentric tight keyways, especially in Europe. So when you look at these picks, you just go, I see, look, designs. So these are, I think, etched designs. They add a certain roughness to the pick to give it a little extra grip. And can you see there that these are all pick profiles? I have to say, I really like that. On the other side, you also get the Multipick logo and crest. But look at this. This individual pick has a serial number. This individual pick. Pick up this little small half diamond. It will have a completely separate number. And yep, 2019, they are that fresh. These are brand new. How cool is that? None of these 2018 stuff. I got 2019. And of course, you've got a part number on the pick, which is really useful in case you want a replacement, you want a spare, or maybe you just don't want to get a duplicate and maybe want a different pick and don't want to accidentally get the same one. You've got the part number on each side etched in. So yeah, I've been playing around with these for about a week, and they still look new. In terms of the finishing on these then, let's have a look at this triple peak as well, which isn't a bow guitar. It's somewhere between a bow guitar and a worm. It's quite a nice little hybrid. Probably use it for zipping as well. But you can see that the overall finish is well rounded where it needs to be. There's no sharp edges on these at all. I don't know how they're made. I don't think they're laser cut, and you can see a very small imperceptible ridge there as well. So maybe they were etched or pressed out. I don't really know. But what I do know is I had no desire or need to finish these off any further. Although I'm sure you could shine them up and polish them if you so decide yourself. But because they were no sharp edges and they were nice and smooth, they just picked the locks as you would want them to, I guess. So what pick profiles do you get? Well, let's have a quick look. So we have the deforest diamond for sort of those high reach pins. Very nice. I like the angle. It's steep enough that you get that sort of reach, but not too steep you can't get in any keyways. You have a little ball rake there. Very, very effective at picking those wafers. So like I said, it's supposed to be a sort of an all-rounder starter kit, and I think it does a great job at that. You have a couple of rakes, so my favourite, the snake rake, and you can look down there as well. There's no sort of rough ridges across there at all. Really nice finish on this. What else do we have? We have a triple peak, which you can use as sort of a rocker rake, or even for zipping a kinetic attack, I think would be very suitable. Then you have a little half diamond, useful as a pick in its own right for very small keyways. You can imagine if I put my thumb there, you can imagine that would be a very nice shallow hook. But you can also use it as a dimple flag or even a probe for picking tubular lock pins, I find. A really nice deep hook. This is a really good deep hook. So it's nice to have one of those in a kit. Sometimes you find you have nothing that's really deep. So really you've got like super shallow picking, medium shallow picking, I'd say sort of medium to deep, and then deep. So it's got all your bases covered anyway. And this, last but not least, is of course the medium to shallow hook. This is probably one you'd use the most. It's going to get you into a lot of locks, that's for sure. And what's nice with that shank height, that really nice lightly tapered shank height, is that when you've got those paracentric locks, you can really wiggle this around the warding inside. So yeah, 23 thousandths with a shank this thin, sort of perfect, especially when it's combined with a really, really high quality steel, which you can sort of trust isn't going to bend or break very easily. So yeah, I think it's a nice selection, a nice starter selection of picks. Worth just mentioning that there is a key extractor, which makes me think this might be geared to people just starting out and or professionals who need a small kit, just because, you know, professionals are more likely to need to extract broken keys. It comes with, I think, a good range of tension tools. You can never have enough though. No top of the keyway tensioners, all bottom of the keyway, but you do get some slim down tension tools, one as an L wrench and one as a Z wrench with a fat end there and a thin end here. And what's really nice with these is that they work very nicely in small keyways, but also large keyways too. And one of the nice things about it having a slimmed down tension tool as opposed to just a fully slim tension tool is that you get much better feedback through the handles, I find, when they're thicker, even if you need the tips to be a little thinner. And you also get, for those people who like to have a lighter touch on their tension, a twisted one, which just gives you a little bit more sort of buffering flexibility when you're picking. So what do I think overall? It's clear this is a premium set. Absolutely, it's very clear that there's a lot of thought going into this. You know, I think that the elite nature of the name is frankly probably deserved in this case. You know, this is high quality stuff, high quality engineering, high quality manufacturing. It's good, and you know, to offer a 30-year guarantee, they obviously believe in their products. They are, I'd say, at the higher end of cost though for entry-level kits. This Multipick Elite is about €49.90, which is about £43 or $57. But when you compare it to similar kits like this, where you've got such high quality materials, actually it's almost a bargain in a way. And lots of other people who I know who have these kits, they absolutely rave about them. And that's what I'd like to know about, actually. I'd like to hear your comments. If you own Multipick picks, could you just let me know what you think of them? What's your experience? I've heard good things. My experience with them is good, but I'd really be interested in your experiences too. Because I have to say, yeah, I've been very impressed. But there is one more thing. In the package came this, and it's worth sharing with you because I really liked it. Because each of the picks has an individual serial number, then they actually have a, I guess like a raffle each month. And you go to the website and you can see if your serial number has popped up, and because it's unique to you, just take a picture of it and send it off to them, and then you're like, yay, I've won, and they can send you a voucher. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so yeah, I really like this set. It's very much a premium set, but I think that with a lot of these things, you get what you pay for, and it's clear that if you're just willing to spend a little bit more money, you get a lot more product. Anyway, that's my review of the Multipick Elite 11 set. I hope you really liked it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all next time.